What's going on, everybody? It's Larry back with you, and today we're going to talk about a care package that I got in from my friends over at PolarPro. Now, we're just going to sort of unbox and take a look at this stuff. There may be videos later on once I get to use everything. A lot of this stuff is outdoor products for shooting outside, and as a lot of you know, right now that's not really happening for a lot of people, including myself. So we'll see what we can do over the next coming weeks. I plan on doing something with these specific, but we'll have to see how that works out. But for right now, we're just gonna sort of open everything up, take a look at it. Some of these things I've already been using before all this craziness happened, so we'll talk about that a little bit. But for right now, let's just jump right into it and let's head over to the top down. So first, let's take a look at these ND filters for the Osmo Pocket. And that's what the majority of these products are gonna be for, is the Osmo Pocket. PolarPro was nice enough to ask me if I wanted to check anything out on their website. I picked out a few things, they sent everything to me, so big thanks again to them. So what we have here is the Vivid collection, which has the, this is the ND4 and a polarizer in one, ND8 and a polarizer, and an ND16 and a polarizer. Then you have just the ND4, the shutter collection, which is just an ND4, 8, and 16. And then you have the ND32, 64, and then 32PL and 64PL. So if you sort of look at it, this one here sort of completes the set of the NDs here. So you have 4, 8, 16, 32, and 64. And then over here you have the Vivid collection, which you have 4, 8, 16, 32, and 64. So together you have a full set of ND and ND polarizer combo. So that's what these are. So this is what you're gonna get. This is the Vivid collection here. As you can see, the shutter, it has a rectangular look to it with the like gold bronze trim, which is sort of a PolarPro staple. And then you have the limited collection, which has the round. So it's a good way to sort of visually know which ones you're reaching for. They also come in these awesome cases, which I think are fantastic. They actually close via magnets. So that's a nice little touch on there. And then all of the ND PL filters actually have little magnets in there as well to keep them in place and not falling out. The way that these attach to the Osmo Pocket is magnets. So we'll take a look at that real quick. So it's gonna drop into the little groove, magnets will do the rest, and it's gonna stay in there. So this is what we're talking about here. What you're gonna do, if you don't know much about ND filters or polarizers, ND filters are going to, if on a sunny, bright day or like a snowy day or something with a lot of brightness, essentially the way everybody describes it, and myself, is like putting sunglasses on your lens. So you can go wide open and shoot wide open, put an ND filter on the front and still be wide open, but not, and then you're gonna cut down all that light coming in, much like sunglasses. So that's awesome to do, especially with the Osmo Pocket, because you wanna run it in manual if you're doing anything cinematic, and to do that, you're going to need ND filters. They're like a must-have. So then beyond that, with the ND polarizers, that's gonna give you some vivid colors. It's gonna get your skies super blue. It's gonna cut down on reflections of water and glass and things like that. So again, an awesome tool to have. If you really aren't looking for those vibrant colors and things like that, then you'll just lean towards the regular NDs. If you wanna give your videos a little bit more pop, then you're gonna lean towards the ND PL version, which is the Vivid collection. We have these, which I've already opened up and sort of played around with. This is the Handheld Grip, and this is the Wi-Fi tripod harness. So let's look at the tripod harness first. So with the Osmo Pocket, to get Wi-Fi functionality, which is essentially remote controlling it from your phone, you need to have this Wi-Fi module attached. Now, obviously that adds bulk. There's no quarter 20 on the bottom of the Osmo Pocket. There's also no quarter 20 on the bottom of the Wi-Fi. So really you're stuck with using like a clamp around it. There's a bunch of different things. So what PolarPro has done is giving you this sort of skeleton bracket here. So you just slide in your Osmo Pocket with the Wi-Fi connector on it, you clamp it closed, and that's it. So now you have a quarter 20 at the bottom for mounting, a quarter 20 at the side for mounting, And then as well, this looks like, and I'll have to take a look, but this really looks like an Arca Swiss at the bottom here, which if it is, it's very, very nice. So, you know, this is, and it's not very big, but gives you a lot of mounting options. You still have your charging port at the back. So I mean, this could live on there. The other thing is I have on the scroll wheel, which is an attachment that you don't have to have on, but a lot of accessories like DJI stuff, it's either this or that, right? It's like you can't have this on there to use it. So that's another thing. It leaves that wide open so you have everything on it at once, which, I mean, so we're gonna take a look at now is the handheld grip. Again, this is for the Osmo Pocket. This is going to be something you're going to use with your phone. So you're going to not be able to, it comes with another skeleton. The Wi-Fi one is not going to work, so that's a separate thing. So this one you're going to slide in before you put on your phone adapter. You're going to lock it down. So very slim, but this also gives you the same 1/4-20 mounts at the bottom and the side. You're going to slide in your lightning adapter here. Obviously you could use your USB Type-C or whatever one that you have, but this, for our purposes, we're going to take a look at the iPhone. Now the box says that it'll take up to an iPhone XS Max. So obviously I have the Pro Max, so we'll see. There's not really a size difference between those, so we shouldn't have an issue. So you put the skeleton in there, and then you're going to put this inside of here, which gives you this. The side one is now for this to lock it in, so you know you're secure when it comes to, now you just screwed it in, but you still have a 1/4-20 here, you have another 1/4-20 here. This one I think would be more for an accessory. This one you could use for a tripod, but this whole point of this is to give you an actual grip to where your hand can fit around this very small Osmo Pocket a lot better. You also have a 1/4-20 on the top as well, so you could put a light, microphone, all kinds of stuff on here. So really what you're gonna do is you have this phone clamp here, so you're gonna pull this apart, slide your phone in, very tight fit. I played around with this, and with no case on, it's still a very tight fit. So let's do this, turn on my phone. So it already connects to the phone, pulls up the Mimo app. So then now you can actually grab this and actually have a really firm grip on it and actually get some very stable footage. It feels really, really good. It's like, it's bigger than what you'd want with the Osmo Pocket, but if you're gonna do something and you want the larger screen to see what you're doing and you're actually doing maybe some cinematic shots, this is awesome. Again, you could put like a microphone at the top, maybe a light off the bottom, or vice versa. You could put this on a tripod if you want. Just a lot of different options with this. And again, very well built, very well thought out, and I mean, just PolarPro has got it on lock with all of their products. So again, this is the handheld grip. Awesome. I'll leave links for all this stuff down in the description below so you guys can check it out for yourself if you guys want to. So now this one has me super excited. Anybody that knows about YouTube or knows about anything with photography knows who Peter McKinnon is. Big YouTuber, blew up relatively quickly. He started a joint venture sort of with PolarPro where he helped design this Peter McKinnon Edition Varaibale ND. Now they have a few different versions of this depending on the size that you need and the different stops. This one's 2 to 5. I believe there's a 5 to 8 as well. Again, I'll leave a link down in the description below so you guys can check it out. But this is the 77mm. This will fit the 70 to 200 that I have and my 24 to 105. So this is perfect for my Canon lenses. You can see on the back, it's a collaboration with Peter. This is him taking a photograph. And the packaging on this is just amazing. I mean, all PolarPro's packaging is, but this one is sort of next level. You have this topographical looking map here with the PolarPro. Then it flips open, and then you see one of Peter McKinnon's photos. If you follow his channel, you've seen this, and like I said, it's very, very great photo. Here is the 2 to 5 ND. Then underneath, just some documentation and stuff, some PolarPro stickers. You have a cleaning cloth that is also, I believe, a Peter McKinnon picture, which is pretty sweet. And then you also have another pocket here to put your ND filter in. I guess if you're rocking it without this hard case, I guess it'll fit in there too. But so that's everything you get in the box. So let's take a look at the actual filter. Now you would think, hey, there's not much you can do with the filter. It's a filter. It is what it is. But I actually thought that as well. And what I used before is this. This is like the second one I had because I think I broke one. But this is the Tiffin, and it's a very good quality, 77 millimeter, and it's a variable ND. So basically, like we talked about, with your sunglasses in front of your lens, this one will get darker, and you can adjust it to get lighter. So these are fixed. So you're gonna have like the 32, the 8, the 16. That is what that is. This one you're actually going to be able to adjust as well as with the PolarPro one. Now, the PolarPro one takes it to another level because, well, for one, it looks beautiful, okay? But one thing that I noticed right off the jump is this one, you can just keep spinning, right? You can spin for days and spin for days, and you never really figure out where you're at. It's got some hash marks on the top that never really quite worked right to me. So here you have the 2, and you're gonna stop on the 2. You can't go any farther. 3, 4, 5, and then you're stopped on the 5. So it's got hard stops built in, which I think is amazing. Again, there you can see from the lightest to the darkest. It feels really good. There's a little bit of heft to it, so you know it's high quality. Then you have this, which I thought was just like a cover, but once you have this on your lens cover, your lens cap obviously doesn't work anymore, but then now they give you sort of this rubber cover that goes on perfectly well with the topographical map and then the PolarPro logo. You have like this nice hard, I think it's hard plastic, but it's very nice. Looks like it's like a brushed aluminum. So, I mean, it's pricey, but I think it's well worth it because this was probably about half the cost of this one, and this one feels like complete junk to me now. Can't wait to get out and get some landscape photography with this, hopefully soon. But yeah, but that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions about this, leave it down in the comment section below and I'll get back to you about it. Again, I'll leave links for all this stuff down in the description below so you guys can check it all out for yourself. Also, I'll just put a direct link to PolarPro's website because they have a ton of stuff from cinematography to action cameras to phone stuff. If you haven't seen the video I did for PolarPro, I think about a month ago now or a few weeks ago with their iPhone accessories that they came out with, I'll leave a link to that down in the description below or put it up in a card because that's another awesome product from PolarPro. So that's going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you can leave a thumbs up down below. You can also subscribe down there if you've yet to do that. Hit that little notification bell so you don't miss any uploads. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one.